Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me. In case you didn't know, my name is Todd Bryson. I'm an Akashic Records practitioner. I have spent in the last 3 years over 10,000 hours, well over 10,000 hours exploring different aspects of the Akashic Records and immersing myself as thoroughly in those aspects as I can. If you're looking to clarify your soul purpose, if you're looking to visit past lives, if you're looking to meet your guides, or if in general you're looking for an understanding of why you as a soul found yourself in a place like this, I would love to help you do that. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I also want to let you guys know that I'm developing a new energy tool that has become a staple in my sessions, something that I use every session. And that tool is meant to open pathways in your meridians and in your energy systems. It is right now, I hope, reaching its last few iterations before I get the final version of it. But I think you guys are going to like it a lot, and you should see that rolling out here in the next few weeks. So I have a message from the Galactic Federation of Light, and it's not a long one, but it is profound in what it means for you and I and humanity. And keep in mind, the opposition on this planet has the objective of hiding humanity's true history, and this has been a war that they have waged on consciousness for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and even to this day they're discovering and looking for things that they can destroy and hide that will hide and manipulate the majority of human history. But here's the thing about the opposition: they don't know what they don't know, and my Atlantean brothers and sisters had been very busy for a really long time creating time capsules for humanity. And we've seen one of those time capsules come through in the last few decades. Göbekli Tepe is a time capsule. It tells the story of humanity before the infiltration or the takedown took place or the shift into separation occurred. So when Göbekli Tepe was discovered, it shifted fundamentally everything that humanity knew about its timeline. And still to this day, all of this time later, scholars and archaeologists still don't, make the effort to put Göbekli Tepe into, the significance and the importance of Göbekli Tepe into its proper place. Well, here's the thing that's going to come up soon, is that there's going to be another time capsule, and there's going to be another time capsule that shifts the foundation of what humanity has been given and has accepted as history. And something else that you should know is that you were probably an old soul, an Atlantean, planning and working in these kinds of projects. Humanity is going to go through a period of separation. We know this. All of the civilizations previously have gone through this separation. And when we were Atlanteans, this was oftentimes knowledge that was common and available to everybody, and shifts in energy and consciousness taking place. Eventually it got to the point where that kind of knowledge was only held by a select few. Well, those select few were tasked with leaving time capsules for humanity that would ensure that we would encounter the remembrance that we were looking for authentically and naturally. So the old energy, they can plan all they want. They can make all the moves that they want. They dig themselves deeper every time they do, and they don't know what they don't know. And the same thing goes for you and I and everybody that we see out there living life. And I'll reaffirm this with you again. You look at the world externally as a normal person. How is it this bad? How is the world falling apart so bad? Why is there so much evil in this place? We're helpless. Humanity is doomed. The future is dystopian. Well, remind you once again that it is your job as an old soul, as a light worker, in the position of an informed position that you're in, to be annoyingly positive about your outlook on humanity and the future. And the reason that is important is because positive outlooks are contagious, and you as an old soul are bringing more than just the verbal frequencies of positivity. You are embedding in that person that you're sharing positivity with the same tools and equipment that they need to cultivate their own positive outlook. So, we'll hear people, the state of the world is in chaos, it's in trouble, everything is failing, everything is falling, by design or not. But we don't know what we don't know. So always keep that in the forefront. We don't know what we don't know. Expectations are silly. What my plan is to watch how the creator works within the third dimension, bringing it to 5 with my popcorn in the front seat, without a care in the world, enjoying the show and knowing that the finale is going to be everything that we hoped it would be. It's written in the stars. We've seen it before. We've done this countless times. You and I, we've done this so many times, forgotten who we were and carved our path back to unity. This is not new to you. You're here right now because you're a master, and I'll let you know that your guides are not interested in motivating and propelling new souls into what's next for them. Your guides, who I work with and meet dozens every single week, are only interested in leading masters into the return of unity consciousness. And I know that, and I do this too, a lot of you are out there speaking to your guides and speaking to your creator and trying to come up with the best way to say that you give up, or that you quit, or that you've had enough and you cannot continue further. There's no delete button in your consciousness. You're not going to go back to sleep. You can't. The only way out is through. And I want you to keep in mind in your life that a lot of the adversity that you're facing and a lot of the resistance that you're up against is because you're a teacher on a very big platform who's meant to teach the universe in one of the hardest places conditionally how to work within universal law to manifest yourself into remembrance and abundance. Understand the responsibility of that. Understand why things are not simply placed in your lap, and that there's a process and a system that you have to work within, because you're teaching others how to do it, and there's a lot on the line when you take that into consideration. So we're all going to get to the point once in a while where we feel like we want to give up. Things aren't going the way that we thought they would, and sometimes we spin in a cycle of dissenting voices within our consciousness, and it just kind of gets the best of us. We don't always have the ability to keep our batteries charged to the level that is compatible with the higher self and fifth dimensional thinking. But if you do have a lot of those dissenting voices that are getting your attention more often than they should, you have an angel on each shoulder. Which angel are you listening to? The good one that's telling you that you can, that you're worthy, and that you're enough? Or the one that tells you things aren't right, you're not okay, you should be scared and worried? I know which one I'm picking, and I know that depending on which one I pick, the louder it is and the quieter the one that I did not pick is. The old souls right now need to learn how to use these dissenting voices as fuel. Meaning that when you get the chatter in your consciousness, I'm not worthy, I'm not ready, I'm not knowledgeable enough, that is cue for you to respond like this. Try me. I'll show you. Never doubt me. It is time, brothers and sisters, to show the world what you can do and what you're capable of. And you're going to do that by navigating the waters of your own consciousness, and in turn, you're educating the next wave of souls how to do it when they enter in their incarnation. Anyway, there's something else that I want to talk to you guys about. Little rituals that I've been doing that have been really effective for me. And you should know that in your ascension and expansion process, it's not sight and sensitivity, necessarily that are the end goals of an expanded consciousness. The goal in expanding your consciousness is to acquire the capacity and the ability to appreciate everything in your reality as if it is entering your reality for the first time. The way that it works now is not the way that it's supposed to be. It's part of the system and it serves the system. But you and I are meant to have every experience that we have in our lifetime as if it is the first time we've experienced it. Every song that we listen to hits us the right way. We're meant to have that initial experience every single time we hear that song. Every time we have that drink that we love, it's supposed to taste like it did the first time. Every time you kiss the ones that you love, it's supposed to feel like the first time. And, many of you have noticed the music, the shows, the food, all of those things don't grab and captivate you like they once did. And I want to give you something to help with that. And this is something that I learned from the Akashic and I've been implementing on my own. And this idea has an overall, bigger effect in reality that you can tailor to do whatever you want. But I'll tell you what it is. So I, as an Akashic Records practitioner, doing a lot of sessions, sometimes I will take 2 baths every single day. And I get a lot of flack from that for my wife, but I need it. As someone who works with energy, I need to utilize the water to replenish myself, to repel what's not mine, and to cultivate maybe what I don't have and what I need. And the way that I do this is through bath time rituals. And it's very important as you go forward that you use your consciousness to assign importance. So I'll tell you what I mean. I fill a bathtub with water. I turn off the water. I pause before I step in, and I declare that this is, let's just give an example, this is the water of clarity. I'm a soul who's about to enter into the waters of clarity, and it is as magical and as powerful and as ancient as my consciousness will allow it to be. And the idea is you pause in the moment before you enter the water, and you assign the water an importance, a significance, something that makes it special. And in you doing that, your cellular structure and your energy body respond according to the significance that your consciousness has assigned to the bath. So pause in the moment before, assign the significance, enter the water in awe at the opportunity that you have to bathe in this special sacred place. And before you get out of the water, you want to sit in your conscious awareness and declare, when I leave this water, I will leave differently than when I arrived. And I've been using this to cultivate appreciation. So I'll fill the bath with water. I will assign, this is the water of appreciation. I'm going to immerse myself in that water, and when I leave, I'll have the capacity to appreciate my reality and everything it consists of to the fullest degree that is available. And then when you leave the water, you don't feel over encumbered. You don't feel numb from, the repetition of life. You can enter into your reality refreshed, ready to play with your kids, ready to watch your shows that you love, ready to eat the food that you love, ready to read the stories and listen to the songs. Whatever it is that you do, it's not supposed to be a system of try things once and it's good initially and then the effects kind of wear off. The appreciation of your reality is something that can be cultivated. It can be practiced, it can be learned, it can be remembered, and it should be the measuring stick of reality, and it should be what lets us know how far from the authentic us are we. Because we know, the authentic version of us is the one that we knew as children when we arrived to this place. And what do children have? They have infinite capacity to appreciate and admire and experience the things that they love in reality to the fullest degree. And what I started saying earlier, and I think I forgot to finish it, is what working in the Akashic Records has given me the opportunity to discover is that you can hold the same appreciation and admiration in the ordinary just as you do in the extraordinary. And when you do that, you don't need drugs and alcohol and things that alter your perception and give you a limited supply of that. Is something that you can work on and that you can bring to the surface and hold there to use as a lens to view reality through, because you're going to want to be able to admire and appreciate what happens next to the fullest degree. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, you guys. I will see you very soon.